40 Bowl. It's the Stroh's Light Classic. And Rick, there's a lot of snow outside, but the lanes are clear inside for some great bowling.
That's right, Kelly. We should have a great tournament today. We have two ladies on the show. Pat Brashears, the winner from last month, is here to defend her title. Let's see if she can do it.
We'll be back with our first match of the afternoon after this.
Alex.
The Stroh's Light Classic at East 40 Bowl, seen exclusively on KTVA Channel 11, Rick Smythe.
That's right, Kelly. We have Ken Gordon, his #1 qualifier. He's bowled the tournament 8 times, and he's finally made the TV show. #2 qualifier is Craig Risch. He's a young man from Elmendorf. Harry Brink is seeded #3. He has a state record for 3 games. Seeded #4 is last month's champion, and #5 position goes to Dorky Webster.
It ought to be a great tournament. Let's go to our first match now. Ready to go with our first match of the afternoon. #5 seed is Dorothy Webster. She's been bowling for over 13 years, and she's up against last month's champion, Patricia Brashears. Pat's been bowling for over 4 years. Now let's join our match in the 5th frame.
Okay, we'll watch the back. Just watch it go straight up the foul line. Excellent shot. 5-step delivery. Watch how solid she is. Great shot. Great camera work as the ball comes in.
Yeah, there you go. There's your first strike of the match. Pat Brashears puts it in.
That's right. Her steady delivery, deliberate approach enables her to be solid at the line like that. You see her sitting away from her opponent. Let's watch Dorothy Webster get up. 4-step delivery. It's again straight up the 10 board, between 10 and 15.
And no.
It's the 5-pin.
She could use a strike. And she could use a spare here.
It's important for Pat as she's sitting down to think about the strike that she has up. If she gets this next strike, she goes ahead approximately 3 pins. If she doesn't strike, she's still down 7. Watch Dorothy Webster go up, convert her 5-pin.
And she does it.
That's a great shot. There's a tip in that, Kelly, that she left the 5-pin, which is in the middle of the lane. She wants to throw a strike target. Now, if we can get a back view of Dorothy when she gets up on the approach, see the difference between the two players. Both the ladies are deliberate. Both of them throw the ball fairly straight. Watch how solid. You can see that she's standing in the middle of the approach. Watch how solid at the line she is. Right there. Excellent balance. It's a great shot for Dorothy. She'll do that time in and time out. Anytime a player has solid balance like that, they're going to be tough players to beat.
A couple of Anchorage's better bowlers going at it here in our first match of the afternoon on the Stroh's Light Classic from East 40 Bowl. Dorky Webster and Pat Brashears.
Dorky's going cross lane for the 6-10 spare.
And nice one. Picks up the spare very nicely.
Okay, this is an awful important shot for Pat. If she goes 9 spare or just gets any type of spare, she's still 5 pins down. But if she gets a strike right here, she has the potential to go up 5 pins up. Important shot. Must strike right here. 6th frame. East 40 Bowl. Pat Brashears.
No.
Doesn't get it.
Yeah, she's just not hitting that mark.
Okay, she's still not out of it though, Kelly.
Possible spare to pick up right here.
She needs to relax, get her composure.
She want to hit just to the right. She wants that ball just to hit the right of the first pin up there to pick up the spare here, Rick.
You want the ball to hit as many pins as it can hit. And if she goes to the left of the head pin, which is the 1 pin.
No, she doesn't pick up the spare.
A little too far left. Otherwise, hitting it to the right, it could have possibility of bouncing away and leaving one of the pins. Okay, Pat is kind of digging her a hole. She's down about 17 pins. Awful important shot for her. She needs to throw some strikes. In this kind of condition, Kelly, it's awful tough to throw strikes. But it's not over. 5-step delivery. Good follow through.
There you go. There's a strike for Pat Brashears. And she's happy about that.
Okay, Pat once again needs to settle down, relax. Let herself relax, talk to herself a little bit. Watch Dorky Webster up in the 7th frame. If she gets these 2 strikes here, she put a lot of heat on Pat. She leaves a 7.
No, yeah, 7 pin over on the left side.
Once again, Kelly, the lane's a little tougher condition for the players. Score's a little bit lower. Players having a tough time getting lined up.
Highest game ever for Dorky Webster, a 259. High series, a 656. And as we mentioned earlier, came in with a 178 average as she goes for the 7-pin and nails it for the spare. Nice one. Winner of the 600 Club Singles this past year, Dorky Webster. And understand there's a little singing on the side. Spare time.
Excellent
Hobby.
singer. Yes. Had the opportunity to listen to her sing the national anthem in the Women's City Tournament a couple years ago when it was held at South 40. She did a great job. Now she's letting Pat back in the game.
Well, this is almost an impossible spare to pick up here, Rick.
Real tough. 6, 7, 10. She needs to stand far to the left on the approach, which is what she's doing. Needs to hit the 6-pin to the right. Slide the 6 into the 7. Oops, not quite enough. Good run, though.
Oh, pressure on Pat Brashears here.
Her back is almost to the wall. She must get up and throw some strikes.
As we mentioned, Pat Brashears, she was the winner. She won it all in our tournament last month. And came in the number 4 seed in this tournament. Nice pin action there, but she still leaves 1 pin. But pins were popping around there a little bit better. Of course, she was following that from her last strike. Trying to get a string of strikes here in our late going of our first match.
She leaves the 6-pin. Stands far left on the approach. Both these girls have excellent fundamentals. Anyone wants to sit back and watch these players bowl? Great fundamentals for both of them.
Ooh, just missed it. I think that's a tough shot. A lot of times when you just have that 1 pin out there and it's a television tournament and you've got the lights on, it's not as easy as it looks to pick up those spares when there's just 1 pin out there.
That's right. Plus last month having 1 puts a little added pressure on her when she has to go through four matches. But it's great to see her on TV. Come back and make the TV show again. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Just watch her go straight up 10 board. Once again, the ball's just hooking too much for her, Kelly.
And you mentioned that this whole tournament here, the balls have been hooking.
That's right.
How do you correct something like that in your game?
Well, what she should do is she should move left with her feet and left on the lane, but it appears that when she does it, the ball doesn't come up. Another adjustment that she could make, and she had made it earlier, was using a different ball. Although this ball that she's using is the hardest one she has. Let's watch her go for a 310.
Ooh, no. Leaves the 10 pin on the right side.
When the ball hooks early, you need to get the hardest bowling ball you can and try to throw it as hard as you can. But it's not over. Dorky needs to get up and throw a couple marks and close her out.
Oh, there's a nice strike. Came at a great time for Dorky Webster. Hit the strike on the right lane, lane number 4 here at East 40.
Okay, with a good count, Kelly, Dorky will win the first match and go on to meet Harry Brink. But it's not over. She needs to have a good count. If she doesn't get a good count, she needs to have a mark. Pat can still come up and win. Important shot. Watch out.
Ooh. Well, that ball really started to tail off to the left there. Looked like real trouble, but she did just leave 2. And she might be able to possibly pick up the mark here.
She needs to get 1 to win this first match. She needs to get 1 of those pins, Kelly. If she misses both of them, she can shoot 178. Pat Brashears can strike out for 178. She needs to get 1.
This is it. She got them both. And she picks up the spare and wins the first match of the afternoon on that shot. Dorky Webster, our winner of her first match, and she'll go on to face the number 3 seed, Harry Brink. And we'll have that match for you coming up next from East 40 Bowl. It's Dorothy Webster, who's got 2 children, Julie and Jackie, watching at home, and she's up against the number 3 seed, Harry Brink. Harry's from Cleveland, Ohio. He's 39 years old. Okay, we're ready to go. Quarterfinals match in the Stroh's Light Classic from East 40 Bowl. Harry Brink up against Dorky Webster. Harry steps up first, Rick.
That's right. He was on the TV show last month. As you watch him get set, 5-step delivery. Excellent bowler, tough bowler. Harry Brink.
First roll on the way. And a good one. Puts up the strike right away.
Okay, we'll see the first shot of Dorky Webster on the second game. Dorothy having won the first match, 191 to 158 over Brashears. Looks like Dorothy moved in a little bit.
Almost. That pin up front, the front pin was wobbling a little bit, but it didn't quite fall over for her.
She throws the ball a lot straighter than Harry, and by moving in on the lane like that, she has less angle in on the pin, so that's why she left that 5 pin. Once again, she needs to use her strike target. The ball goes straight into the 5 pin. As you see, that's what she did.
And got it. Picks up the spare. Dorky Webster in her first television tournament. And she'll go over to the other side, to the left lane.
Okay, so watch Dorky throw her second shot, second frame. 4-step delivery, excellent fundamentals. Nice follow through, solid at the line. Once again, ball coming up high.
She's one pin again.
She better put on her striking shoes this game.
She's got a 23 pin advantage.
That's right.
Over Harry.
That's right. Harry doesn't get any handicap. He's a 200 average bowler, and Dorky gets 23 pins. Watch her go cross lane for her 3 pin.
Oh, she did that very nicely. Did that very nicely. Another spare and a mark for Dorky Webster. Harry Brink steps up. Rolled a strike, his first one here in the quarterfinals.
Important shot for Harry. If he gets a strike, he knocks 10 of those pins off the handicap. And
no,
he doesn't get it.
I mean, that's going to be a tough mark to pick up too for Harry. Harry's 39 years old. Him and his wife Janice have 2 children, Tanya and Tara. Originally from Cleveland, Ohio.
That's right. That's where he learned how to bowl. Bowled a long time. Cleveland area is an excellent area for bowling. A lot of tough bowlers back in that area. And here's one of them that has moved up to Alaska.
Ooh, boy, he gave it a great try. Almost picked up the spare. But leaves the 10 pin.
Excellent shot.
Harry's been bowling since he was 10 years old. And he works at the Alyeska Pipeline here in Anchorage. Came in with a current average of 201.
He has a state record for the 3 games. 826 is high for Alaska. So watch him go up the second arrow. He pulled that one.
Yeah. You could tell right when he released it, he pulled it badly. And he's got 3 pins right there in the middle. And those to pick up for the spare.
This is not an easy spare for Harry, someone that hooks the ball as much as he does. With the way the lanes are really hooking. They're hooking early and they're hooking on the back end. Needs to throw the ball way to the right. Whoa.
Oh, he missed it. He missed them all, and he's unhappy about that shot.
Okay. Dorky Webster is up on the right lane.
She has a chance to take command here.
That's right. This next 2 important shots. Go up 15 board.
No, yeah. Tough spare again for her to pick up. Boy, seems like in our tournaments here so far, there's been a lot of tough spares out there to get your marks on.
That's right. The way the lanes are conditioned, a little tougher. Gonna leave some weird leaves. But the important thing here, Kelly, is to stay with it. There's gonna be a champion. Someone will win this. As you watch it go across the lane.
Gave it a good try. Gave it a great try, but left the 7 pin on the left side.
Okay, this situation, Kelly, in the 3rd frame, Dorky Webster has 68. Harry Brink has 35. So Dorothy's up 33 pins. Important shot. She put a lot of heat back on Harry. Goes swinging 15 board. It's a 5-8. Once again, you can see the ball deflect. But excellent. The important thing at this point, Kelly, is make sure Dorky doesn't bowl herself out. She needs to stay around the pocket, pick up her spares.
I guess it might have been due to an injury, but Dorky said that one of her most humbling bowling experiences when she had to bowl left-handed. She had to start all over again bowling, and that was a good lesson for her. It's really helped her out in her game when she couldn't use her right hand, and she had to learn to bowl left-handed. Didn't get the mark, leaves 1 pin there.
Okay, Harry can get up and throw 2 strikes, and he will be within 15 pins of her. Important shot. You can see him loosen up his hand a little bit. Set his hand position. Great shot for Harry. Swings out to the channel.
Ah, nice one.
Screaming back. Excellent shot.
Boy, he had some good ball speed on that one, too. Good form, just did everything right and comes up with the strike.
That's right. Excellent shot for Harry. This is important. Let's watch him from the rear as we see Dorothy sitting down. You can watch him swing the ball far to the right channel. And comes screaming back. Excellent shot. See him open up his shoulders a little bit so he can swing the ball. 5-step delivery. Watch the ball go out to the channel and come screaming back.
Nice one again. Harry Brink.
Answered the call. Great shot. Great camera work. Dorothy has to get up and throw some strikes now. Keep the pressure back on Harry.
And there she got it. Boy, she got it nicely.
It's a squasher. That one went right through the beak and squashed him. She's chuckling. She knew she got away with that. She got a little break. But now you can see her get serious. She knows that she needs to get this next one to make that last one work. See the back of her shirt, Anchor 600 Club. That's the local organization, statewide organization for the ladies. For all the ladies that shoot 600 or better. And anyone can join that club once they have a 600. Prestigious event for the ladies. As watch her go up in left lane, important shot, needs to strike.
No. And it's going to be a tough spare to pick up, too, for Dorky.
It is a tough spare, but the way that she throws her ball end over end, going fairly straight, it's easier for her to pick it up than someone like Harry that hooks the ball. Once again, she needs to stand to the left and go cross lane to pick up the 310. She wants to put the ball between the 310.
And she did it.
Just like that.
Well, she was listening to you, Rick Smythe.
Thanks,
she needed
Kelly.
to put it right between the pins, and she did it.
I'm going to charge her for that. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, Harry Brink up right lane. He's using a soft urethane ball. Good concentration. Excellent player.
He's got some strikes working for him right now.
This is an important one for Harry. Ooh, he pulled it.
Ah, leaves 3.
Once again.
That's what happened when he got in some trouble back in the second frame. He pulled that ball, and he did it again right there.
Okay, now he's left himself a tough spare again. He needs to settle down. Convert his spare. Needs to swing the ball out again.
Nice, nice. Very nice shot by Harry Brink. As Rick mentioned, Harry has the high series record, 826. Also, he's bowled a 300 game before and came into the tournament with a 201 average. He likes to, when he's thinking about when he needs a strike, he likes to think about just staying behind the ball. Just staying behind the ball, Harry Brink.
And you can see he does just that. Good shot.
Oh, maybe no. The 10, the pesky 10 pin again will not fall.
Okay, the situation as we watch Harry get set for the spare. Harry has 82 in the 5th. Dorothy Webster has 97. So Harry's 15 pins down. He must convert this spare. And we've talked to Harry, and he would like to say hi to his mom and dad back in Cleveland as he watches him across lane for this 10 pin.
And he picks it up. Nice one.
Okay, Dorothy Webster's up on the right lane. She's in the 7th frame. She needs to get up and put some heat back on Harry. Keep that lead and then some. Oh, that's not what she wanted. 6-7 split, Harry. Oh, you're Kelly. 6-7 split, Kelly.
It's a tough one.
Once again, she needs to get to the right of the 6 pin and slide the 6 pin into the 7. She's up 14 pins. But that was before this split. She should give a run for it. Nope, she doesn't quite get it over there.
Nope, she's going to leave the 7 pin on the left side.
Okay, both players strike in the 8th frame. Harry Brink will have 121 and Dorky Webster has 124. So within 3 pins here, Kelly, and it's coming down the 8th, 9th, and 10th frame.
Boy, great match here. A great match on. Wish everybody a very happy New Year's also.
Good shot. Excellent shot for Dorothy.
Leaves 3 pins. But a great quarterfinals match between these two bowlers in the Stroh's Light Classic here today at East 40 Bowl. Now this is where we talk about pressure, but this is where the pressure really mounts up late in the game and in a close match.
That's right. It's a good point, Kelly. But Dorothy's a lady that can handle the pressure. She'll go after him and
got it. Ooh, nice mark.
There's been a lot of pressure situations. She's a competitor. She has excellent fundamentals with her game. And that's when you find out where the fundamentals are important, when you get into that pressure situation. Watch Harry Brink up on the right lane. Excellent player again. 5-step delivery. And
got some good pin action, Rick, but the 10 and 6 would not fall for him.
That's right. Once again, he cut it a little bit short, or he pulled it. And that's the right lane again. It's hooking more for him. He has 119 in the 7th. Dorky has 124. So there's 5 pins separating the players. Tough spare.
A good look at the style of Harry Brink.
Needs to throw the ball a little bit straighter.
Oh, no. Well, he needed that one too, Rick.
That's right.
He needed that one badly.
He can strike out for 188 score. And that would force Dorky to mark out. Okay, Harry needs to get his composure. Just relax, take his time getting up there. You can see he's a little disgusted, a little discouraged with it. Needs to relax. Go through the same motions. Needs to throw a good shot right here so he can get set up.
Harry Brink. Yes! But he got some wild pin action there.
Got a little break on that. Okay, we'll see.
Pays to be lucky sometimes in bowling too, doesn't it?
That's for sure, huh? Like the saying goes, rather be lucky than good. Okay, Dorky Webster's up on the right lane. Remember, she was a little high on this lane last time. She needs to make her adjustment, moving the feet left a little bit. Uh-oh.
Ooh. Boy, the 7 was over there standing, and it almost went down, but it's still up, unfortunately, for Dorky.
See that Dorky's smiling a little bit, knowing she got away with something again. Needs to stand to the right on the approach, go cross lane. Excellent fundamentals. Just an excellent game. Nice and solid, good follow through. Excellent spare shooter.
And, yeah, excellent spare shooter, picks it up right there.
Okay, Dorky has 143 in the 8th. Harry Brink has 128 in the 8th. What Dorky will need to do is get up and throw 2 strikes right now in the 10th frame to close out Harry. If she does anything less than that, Harry can still win. See Harry sitting in the background thinking.
Ooh, there's one of them. There's one of the strikes. Trying to shut the door on Harry Brink. Dorky Webster right here. So a strike will shut the door and Harry won't have a chance.
That's correct. Important shot. This is the pressure shot right here. This is the one that counts. This is the time that the fundamentals must appear, must show up.
A strike wins it for her. No. And a tough spare to pick up, too.
Okay, if she gets 2 of these, she can shoot 182. Harry Brink can strike out from 188. Wow. Down the 10th. Harry's also an excellent pressure player. Harry's looking back in the 9th frame when he chopped the 6 off the 10. Just has to forget about that and get up and throw some strikes. Dorothy's going across lane. That's 2. 182 score.
182 for Dorky Webster. So it's up to Harry Brink here. We've come down to this in our quarterfinal match.
He must throw 2 strikes.
2 strikes for Harry Brink.
This is a must.
And he wins it.
Watch him get set. He must go through the same routine that he's always done, which he appears to be doing. This lane, he must give a little more room. He came up high last time. Needs a strike right here. Swings it out.
No.
Doesn't get it.
And that's not going to do him any good at all. Harry Brink does not come up with the strike, and that means Dorky Webster. She's our winner, and she'll go on to face the number 2 seed, Craig Risch. We'll have that match for you coming up next on the Stroh's Light Classic from East 40 Bowl. Stay tuned.
Rick Smythe's bowling tips are brought to you by Pepsi Cola.
When you've mastered the hook ball, you'll want a couple different variations. The first off is if you want to hook the ball more, you'll cup your wrist. That way when your thumb comes out, your fingers are on the bottom half of the ball, and it'll cause you to lift the ball more and turn it more. It'll also make the ball hook. The opposite is true. If you want the ball to go straighter, instead of cupping your wrist, you're going to break your wrist. That way your fingers and your thumb are both on the top half of the ball. And when your thumb comes out, your fingers have nothing to lift, and it'll make the ball go straighter. A word of caution is when you start cupping your wrist, be careful of the tendons in your wrist and your forearm.
Rick Smythe's bowling tips are brought to you by Pepsi Cola.
Ready to go with the semifinals now, and Dorky Webster, she's won 2 in a row. This time she's up against Craig Risch. Craig Risch comes in with a current average of 170. Now let's join our match in the 5th frame.
He's been standing far to the right, probably around the 5 board on the approach. He needs to move in around 15 to 18 board with his feet. He's in around 10. Great shot. Now he needs to swing the ball further out. Excellent shot for him.
Nice. Boy, nice style there for Craig Risch. He's got to be happy about that shot, Rick.
That's right. Now he's got to sit down and think about getting that double as Dorky Webster's up on the strike. She too needs to think about getting this double. Turned out to be an excellent match right here. Hold on, ball.
No, 2 pins over on the right side. Well, she was in a tough match earlier with Harry Brink. Came down to the final frame, and she's in another close one here in the semifinals of our Stroh's Light Classic with Craig Risch.
And our tournament leader waiting out in the wings is Ken Gordon. Another top flight bowler in the match.
Oh, there she picked up the mark. Should be a 101 now for.
That's right, 101 in the 4th. Craig has 86 in the 4th. So once again, 15 pins separating the players. But Craig is on that strike. If Craig gets that strike next time he's up, he'll be 5 pins down as we watch Dorky Webster. Front view, excellent shot. Great camera work. Whoa, she threw the ball a little bit further.
Man, she got all of them, but the 7 pin still standing.
That she was fortunate in just leaving the 7 pin, Kelly. The balls appeared to hang up on her thumb, go further out on the lane. Standing to the right on the approach, going cross lane for the 7 pin. You see she laid that one a lot shorter.
Nice pickup.
Okay, situation. Craig must strike here to get within 5 pins. Awfully important shot. Once again, he was playing around 5 board earlier. He needs to move. I think he needs to move his feet further left, Kelly. Or throw the ball further out to the right. Ouch. Hold on.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
That hurt.
Well, he was on a strike, so he didn't lose count. He needs to make the adjustment. His adjustment is moving his feet left with his approach. Because once again, when the ball hooks left, it's telling you to move left. Looks like on his approach, he's standing about 5. He should be standing around 15 or so. This ball just hooks too early.
Boy, it's hooking badly for him. To the left. That hurt him.
That did hurt.
That hurt badly.
He has 102 in the 6th frame. He must strike out. Dorothy has possible 140. Okay, see, he's moving a little bit further left with his feet. Needs to move more. Hold on, setting the ball short.
The hooks are just getting to Craig Risch here in the 7th frame.
It's all right. He's going to get a copy of this tape. He's going to make some adjustments with his game. He's going to notice that when the ball hooks early, you need to move left. Tough spare for him, too. Looks like he grabbed a harder ball. And although that ball went straighter, it's a little bit harder for him. Kelly, he probably wants to use that ball in his first ball. Watch Dorky Webster get up in the 7th frame.
Dorky's just been playing better as the afternoon has wore on here. She came in as the number 5 seed, and she almost picks up a strike, leaves the 7 pin on the left side.
Solid 7. That was a great shot for Dorky. She's answering the call. She needs to convert her spare right here. Keep some heat back on Craig.
Dorky Webster came in with a 178 average into this tournament. Going for the mark, and she gets it.
Okay, through 6 frames, Craig has 102. Dorky Webster has 139. So there's 37 pins separating the players. But Craig has the open. See Dorky, you can see she's getting in her game. See how far left she stands on the approach? That's where Craig should stand. She's playing further in the lane. And you see her ball's not hooking quite so much. Okay, Craig's back is to the wall. He must strike out these next few shots. So watch the difference in where the players are standing. That could be the difference between Dorky and Craig. Dorky's been bowling a few years longer. Comes across lane for the 4-7. She gets it.
Nice one. She picked up a lot of spares in her play here this afternoon.
Okay, from this camera angle, let's watch his feet. See where he places them. See how far to the right of the approach? He's standing a little bit further right. And the ball's hooking early right there.
Yep. And a tough spare for Craig to pick up right here.
That's right. Craig will learn a lot from this tournament, watching this tape. He just simply needs to move. Once the ball misses left, you need to move left.
But he's got to feel good. 34 bowlers when we started, and he made it into the top 5.
Oh, you bet. It's quite an accomplishment for anyone. You can see that ball there, Kelly, is a harder ball that's using. You notice how it went straighter down the lane for him? He should either use that ball or move his feet left. It looks like he might be changing balls. They're very good. He's using the harder ball. Now let's notice that this doesn't hook quite as much. But again, he should move his feet further to the left. So ball slides further down for him. He comes in. It's a good adjustment for him.
Making the adjustments now, but he's running out of time here in our semifinals.
It's pretty much all but over at this point, but Craig, he'll be back. Good TV exposure. Has a good game. The best he can. Well, his fundamentals are good. The best he can do is 176. If Dorky Webster keeps this ball on the lane with a good count, she should 176 already in the 8th. And
that's it. That's the win right there for Dorky Webster. She'll go on to the finals, where she'll meet our number 1 seed, Ken Gordon. The finals of the Stroh's Light Classic is coming up for you next. Stay tuned. We're up to our championship match. Dorothy Webster, she's battled her way from the 5th seed all the way up to the championship, and she's up against a very good bowler. His name, Ken Gordon, and he comes in with a current average of 198. Here we go, championship match this afternoon in our Stroh's Light Classic, and it's come down to Dorky Webster against the number 1 seed, Ken Gordon.
That's right.
Ken Gordon's up first, Rick.
That's right, Kelly. Dorky's come through the field. You watch Ken Gordon throw his first shot. First time Ken's ever been on TV with our monthly handicap tournaments. He's made the TV show on our scratch tournaments. This is the first time for handicaps. Watch him throw his first shot.
And the first one, no, it leaves the 7 pin on the left side. That's the great thing about the number 1 seed in these television tournaments, isn't it? Is you just get to sit back and watch all the other 4 players battle it out to see who comes up and plays you in the championship game, and you know going in that the worst you can do is second place in the prize money.
That's right. It's a nice feeling. As we watch him go cross lane, see his hand is in a different position. Notice that position, how he throws the ball straighter, and we'll talk about it later on as we watch him play.
Oh, nice one. Nice
Great
pickup
shot.
on the 7
Yes,
for the
Kent's
mark.
Okay, let's watch Dorky now. This is the time you can sense the pressure with her. She's come through the field. This is a time when her fundamentals are real important. Excellent shot. She threw that one well.
Leaves the 10 pin on the right side. Rick, I can't remember any of the television tournaments that we've done where the number 5 seed has come up and won. This could be the first time.
This could be it. The odds of a player winning 4 matches are real tough.
Yeah.
That's why we've never seen it.
A lot of times we see the number 5 seed just kind of run out of gas. Sometimes we've seen some great finishes by that number 5 seed, but really, Dorky Webster doing a great job here. She doesn't pick up the 10 pin for the mark there, but she's given it all she's got here in this Stroh's Light Classic from East 40 Bowl.
She's bowling excellent. She has a tiger in a competitor. Both these players are tigers. Just watch her go for a second shot. Oh,
boy, look at that pin wobble back and forth. It's not going to fall over, though.
Okay. Dorky has 23 pins handicap. Ken doesn't get any. Dorky's using up those handicap pins right now. She needs to set herself, get relaxed, make good shots.
Tough spare to pick up.
She needs to get 2. She gets 2 of them. Okay. Ken Gord's up on the right lane. He's in his second frame.
Ken came in with an average of 198. His high series an 836, and he has bowled a perfect game. He's bowled a 300. He's been bowling for over 13 years, and he is also stationed out at Elmendorf Air Force Base here in Anchorage. He's married. Him and his wife Jill have 2 children, Catherine and Jessica. Oh, he's got a heck of a hook on that ball.
That's right.
And that's not due to that he's a left-hander, is it?
No, that's the way he throws the ball, much like Harry Brink. Both of the players, both Harry and Ken, turn the ball up a lot. It's a release. Once again, he should throw this ball straighter. We'll look at the difference in his hand position. See how he's more, let's say, in front of the ball. Next time when his first shot, he's underneath it more so.
Picks it up.
Excellent spare conversion. Okay, you remember that hand position that he just showed you? Let's watch the difference in his first shot, Kelly, and that's why he turns the ball, because of his hand position. Okay, watch him get set. He's going through his ritual, wiping the conditioner off the lane. Oh, excuse me, off his ball. Get his hand dry. He's going through in his mind what he wants to do with the shot. Now let's watch his hand. Remember, it's in front. Now it's more on the side, and his elbow's underneath it. This is how he cranks the ball up, by his hand position.
Boy, nice looking shot. Perfect mark for Ken Gordon.
Okay, Kelly, second frame, Ken Gordon has 38. Dorky Webster has 41. So Dorky better put on her striking shoes right now.
She needs a strike. And, ooh, it's going to be a tough spare. I don't know if she can even have a chance to pick up a spare here.
So again, she needs to pick up 2 pins. She needs to stay tuned mentally. You can see something's happening to her. Could be the pressure ball in Ken Gordon, one of the top flight bowlers in town. Dorothy, too, is a top flight bowler. Ken sitting in the back. He must fight, not getting complacent. You can see him sitting to the right of the screen. Dorky's getting set. Front view of Dorky. Both players want to win this row bat.
Good roll there.
Good adjustment.
That helps out her confidence a lot right there, Rick Smythe. Big strike for her right there.
That's right.
Let's take a look at the style once again of Ken Gordon. 33 years old, and Boy, he's got one heck of a break, and he's ball, doesn't he, Rick?
He sure does, Kelly. The hand position that he gets his hand in and gets through it, but also the leverage he creates from his leg. And not only that, let's watch his shoulders. Watch how they're closed. They're going to open up, and then at the foul line, they're going to close again. They'll close right there. They open up, and they close again.
Watch this hook, though. Look at that hook in that ball. And another strike for him. That's just incredible. It's one of the biggest hooks I've seen.
That's right. It's a good point. I believe earlier he said he can go outside and hook the ball on ice.
I believe it. What about the angle, Rick? The angle of that hook ball, does it help him out for a strike better?
It sure does, Kelly. As the ball goes further out towards the channel and comes swinging back into the pins, as you watch where you see he's standing way to the right. That's where Craig Risch was standing. And watch the ball go way out to the left by the left channel. Skids further out. Goes way out. Now watch it come back. Came a little too much for him, but anyway, the ball has such an angle going into the pins that it doesn't deflect as much. It keeps on trucking, so they say. Where Dorky Webster, as she throws the ball straighter, she doesn't quite have that angle in the pins. Watch Ken Gordon. Now let's watch his hand position. He has to go across lane. And this is a real asset of his game. He doesn't turn the ball on a spare shot. See, his hand is just kind of underneath it, in front of it. He goes a lot straighter shooting his spares. It's a good tip for him. Watch out.
Ooh.
Okay.
Doesn't pick it up. Doesn't pick up the spare. Leaves two pins over on the left side.
That's what's made Dorothy so competitive in the tournaments. The guys that turn the ball up like that. One time it'll hook, next time it'll skid. Well, her ball goes fairly straight. They've made some errors. She needs to throw a strike right now.
And she does. Boy, that's what we've seen so far this afternoon, Rick, is her concentration has been right on, and when she's needed a strike or she's needed a mark, she's went out and she's got it.
That's right. Well, she's a competitor. She has excellent fundamentals. This is an important shot again. I think you'll see her hit the pocket. I believe you're going to see her strike. Important shot. Remember, I thought she was out of it, and then she's gotten back into it. The strike right here.
Another one. Man, oh man.
Okay, that put pressure back on Ken now.
Boy, the momentum has definitely changed over to the side of Dorky Webster.
Okay, now you see Ken, the competitor, and Ken come out. See, he's going through his ritual, getting his thoughts together.
You mentioned, Rick, this is the first television tournament for Ken, but he's entered in the tournament 8 times and just hasn't been able to get into the five finalists until now.
He has a lot of pressure on him with Dorky bowling strikes at him. He must strike right here. Oh.
No.
There you see, Kelly, is the result of the psychological aspect of the game as he breaks up that washout. He only has a 1-3-6. That lane, he smashed him on the last time he was up. Now he went a little wide. And the pressure that Dorky's putting on him is the reason he threw that one so poorly. Plus, he has a tough spare to shoot at. If he goes straight at it, his ball hooks. If he throws a little bit wide, it doesn't come up. Once again, he should throw the ball a little bit straighter. Let the ball go straight at him.
Picks up the spare there. Important spare for Ken Gordon.
That's right. Dorky Webster's on the 3-bagger. You see Ken look up at the score. You notice he didn't do that the first part of the game. He wasn't looking up at the score. Now you see him looking up at the score. He senses it. He feels the pressure Dorky's putting on him. Dorky opened up with 3 opens, and Ken was well ahead. He picked up all of his handicap he had to give her, and plus he was up 15 pins. Then he opened once, and she got up and threw 3 strikes. And you can see him take a longer time. See how this is a mental game. He should just get up and throw his natural shot. See his hand position get over. His thumb is outside of his wrist. Turns the ball up, and...
There he got it. He got it there.
That's right. There's a competitor in Ken.
Big strike. A big strike for Ken Gordon.
Very important. Puts the pressure back on Dorky, letting her know that he's still in it.
Yeah, and Dorky's working on 3 strikes in a row.
Important shot for her. She wants this one extremely bad. Must have it. Put some pressure.
There she is. Boy, that's 4 in a row. Well, you talk about putting a string together when you need it. That's what Dorky Webster's doing right now. This is for the championship, remember, right here. And she came in the number 5 seed. She's worked her way all the way up to the championship match this afternoon at East 40 Bowl in the Stroh's Light Classic. Can she do it again? Yes! Another strike. Man, she is just on a roll.
She's throwing the ball extremely well.
5 strikes in a row for Dorothy Webster.
Okay, Ken Gordon's not out of it though. Another top player, Ken Gordon. He must get up and throw some strikes. These next 2 are very important for Ken. He's up in the 8th frame. Again, his thumb's outside of his wrist. He's going to turn this one up.
There, wow.
You can see the angle that we talked about earlier, how the ball comes in from the sharp angle into those pins.
2 strikes in a row for Ken Gordon. He's working on 3 in a row right here.
That's right. Through 6 frames, Kelly, Ken has 111. Dorky Webster has 140, and both of these players have doubles. So there's 29 pins separating the players. With Ken being 29, see how much longer time he's taken? He feels the pressure with Dorky.
It all changed about the 4th or 5th frame.
That's right, when Dorky got up and threw 3 in a row and Ken opened up, you see him standing far to the right on the approach. Excellent camera work, great shot. 5-step delivery, swing the ball out to left channel, and?
No. Boy, that's going to be a tough one. He left the 7 pin over on the left side too, besides the 2 pins right up the middle.
That's right, tough spare, 3, 7, 10, 9 is what he left.
Tough spare for Ken Gordon right here.
It's pretty much impossible spare. Unless he throws the ball to the back.
Pros can't even make these, right?
He gets 1 out of it. The best Ken can do is 194. Dorky Webster just throws a couple good shots here. She will have the match. Port shot right here for Dorky Webster. Oops.
Leaves 3.
That's right, Kelly. There you see the difference in going so straight. When she goes as straight as she did, the ball deflects. Leaves a 5-8, 10.
Tough split here.
Match is not over. She needs to get 2 of those. Two of these, and she's going to be the winner of the tournament.
She got him. She got him right there.
That's right. She has 195 through the 9th. The best Ken Gordon can do is 194. Let's watch her throw this match. I think she realized that she's won.
Wow.
A lot of pressure taken off of her. Great way to start the new year, Kelly.
Boy, what a match, too. A great match to start out 1989.
Look how solid she is at the line.
You know, this is the first time we've seen it, too. We mentioned it. I think this is the first time we've seen the number 5 in the television tournament come in and win all the matches and take home first place in a tournament that we've done on television.
Excellent. Excellent credit to her ability. Ken Gordon has nothing to be ashamed about, having lost to her.
And there it is. That'll do it. Dorky Webster, our winner. She's the champion. She wins it all in the Stroh's Light Classic from East 40 Bowl. East 40 Bowl, again, congratulations to another lady bowler who wins first place. It's Dorky Webster, our winner. For Rick Smythe, this is Kelly Thompson. Have a very happy new year, everybody, and a good afternoon. So long.